Hello. It has been, let's say, a minute. It's been a while. So, I am making a video today because I finally caved. Before we go into, I'm going to be reading some comments from Twitter and YouTube, just kind of going over some of the common things I'm seeing, right? But I need to tell you a small story on how I finally caved into making a video. So for a very long time, I've been getting the comments from a lot of you wishing me the best and saying you miss me, and I very much appreciate that, by the way. And it was chipping away at me slowly, and I kept thinking, like, just do a video, you know? But like, then I just wouldn't. And initially the plan was, like, after I kind of got burned out on some of the games I was doing on the channel, Mario obviously as well, I was like, okay, well, once Hytale comes out, that Minecraft-esque game, I'm gonna like go hard on that. So I'm gonna take a big break and then just fucking go in. And then Hytale decides to just fucking not ever happen. So now I'm stuck in one of the situations where, you know, you get a text, you get a call, maybe it's your mom or maybe it's a friend, and you forgot to respond. And then you're like, you know, well, I should have done that, but it's already been a day. So like now I miss my window to respond, and then another day goes by and you just think, man, I feel really bad now that I didn't respond to that. But now it's been 2 days, so now it looks really crazy. And you just kind of go through this for some time. That was essentially me in YouTube for like over a year. And what really made me want to put out a video, so I work at Amazon, right? And I have a coworker who, his son watches Dashie and Mario Maker. And my coworker was in the bathroom taking a big old dookie like one does, and he hears a familiar voice, and he's just like, what blasphemy is this? Who am I hearing? And he wipes his ass, speed of light, possibly ripping through the toilet paper, getting on his finger. I don't know, I didn't ask. Runs into the room and sees this mug on the TV, and he's like, what the fuck? And so he was telling me about that. He's like, bro, I have never wiped my ass so fast in my life. I could not believe what I was hearing and seeing. And what's funny is, like, slightly before that, there's these two girls he talks to, and they're like, oh, we saw your YouTube. And I'm like, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. Like, I generally don't talk about it much unless they're very close to me. So when they said it, I was like, that's weird. But the fact that, like, one of my coworkers happened to see me due to their son, and he's like, dude, put up a video, brah. And I was like, all right. So here we are. And hence, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen my message saying I will put out a video Monday. And if you had any questions or whatever, like, feel free to throw them in there and I can, you know, answer them. So that's what we're going to do. However, there was one interesting tweet, because most of them are the same from YouTube and Twitter, right? It's like, how have you been, what you've been up to, what games you've been playing, that kind of thing. But then we have, let's go over here. But then we have Brian. Brian wants me to rate his prom pictures. Here's Brian. You can tell by the luscious locks. And look, Brian, let me tell you something. I can see that your pecs trying to rip through that shirt right now. I can see that hair. I want it to envelop me. Okay. I give that 3 slashes out of 1 Ryan Reynolds. So now I'll move on to the YouTube comments. I'll kind of skim through them because there is another funny story that I've just noticed the other day. And as we get to the main questions, I'll kind of go more in depth to those, okay? Okay, so here is one of the main questions I keep seeing is, how are you doing? You know, I work at Amazon, so there's a cap to how well I can do. Honestly though, like, okay, look, let's side thing. Amazon isn't as bad as, like, you'd hear the horror stories. At least not my facility. It could be different. I don't know. You know, it's like, it's not like they stop you from going to the bathroom or whatever. And, you know, most of the managers are pretty chill. Like, obviously when their managers get on them, they got to get on us. It kind of trickles down, and, you know, you get deep dicked every now and then. But that's just part of the job, you know. So like, part of any job, I would say. So the horror stories aren't quite as bad as you hear, though 12-hour shifts, you know, your feetsies hurt towards the end of it. Alternate title: Mario creator watches his victim suffer. I like that. That is accurate. Okay, here's Saint saying, hope you're doing well, Z Gaming Guy. Hope to see you upload again. Well, Here it is. Now, to go into it, will this be a more common occurrence? Will I upload more? I don't know. To be quite frank, I don't know. Like, I busted out all my equipment, and they're kind of in a decent spot. As you can tell, I'm holding my mic. I don't have it set up or anything. But there are actually some topics I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. Does that mean I'm going to turn into a commentary channel? No. But, you know, I think some of the... I look back fondly in some of the Z-Talk videos, and when we discussed some things. And there are certain topics I've had on my mind for a very long time. So there's a good chance you'll see that fairly soon, though. Okay, and here is where an interesting story stemmed from, well, that I've noticed. This is the first thing I noticed, and it kind of goes deeper. But let's go into, in life there is something. What happened to you, Z Gaming Guy? I forgot about you, but you look burned out and really stressed. Hope you're surviving. It's hard out there. You're not homeless, are you? Just working too much? Don't let them work you into a stroke or heart attack. A very well-intended comment, I would say. I am not homeless. In fact, I bought a new house since you've last seen me, I believe. And the reply comment from It's For Abraham read a comment that he most likely left YouTube because he has a new job as a train conductor. Could be possible because nowadays YouTube is really strict on smaller channels. What? So, yeah, I had a good laugh. I read that during lunch after the guy told me about his little poopy butthole wipe and running out to me. I saw that and was like, what? Where did this come from? When did I ever mention a train or conducting or anything? I don't know what that is. So if you go down a little bit, right here, Roy, congratulations on your train conductor job. Hope to see you come back occasionally on YouTube. Thank you for that. I do not work as a train conductor, although that would be kind of cool. So here's one of the comments that chip away at me. Like, not this one, well, I guess this one specifically, but these type of comments, right? So Jim over here says, hey Z Gaming Guy, I hope you're doing well in life, and I would like to see you streaming again, or, you know, just talk about anything you want. I hope I will have news from you since it's been 9 to 10 months since your last upload. And that was 5 months ago that he said that, so yeah, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, like, you can only see comments like that for so long until you're like, God damn it. They're such nice people. I just want, like, let's just fucking make a video. Just talk about anything. I don't care. Just, like, kind of interact with them again. Alright, so we'll stop scrolling through the comments and I'll just get to some of the other common questions I've been seeing for a while now. One of them is just like, what games you've been playing? So unfortunately, I still cannot stop playing Destiny 2. I hate it a lot of the time, but I can't freaking stop. I'm very excited for Diablo 4, so when that comes out, pretty much gonna no-life that, I'd say, for 2 days. My friend and I just started playing Satisfactory. It's very cool. I've been playing Gloomhaven, not the board game quite yet. I've been playing the PC version to prepare myself to start playing the board game. If you've never played, like, RPG board games, you know, not necessarily Dungeons and Dragons, but something like Gloomhaven, there's also, like, Eldritch Horror, Mage Knight, then they're pretty fun if you can handle reading a massive rulebook. I also started learning Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine 5, right? And there's a 5-hour video from someone called Unreal Sensei. He is a godsend because he does such a good job at explaining to a little fucking dumb baby brain how to work Unreal. Now, I've only spent, like, I don't know, maybe 12 hours in it, so barely anything. I could fucking barely make a room, right, with, like, its furniture and all of that. But that's because people already made textures and models and stuff like that, so, like, it was easier to move in. Like, doing everything from scratch, I couldn't even imagine. So who knows, if that really picks up steam, I might start working on a game. There's a couple I had in mind, very small projects, because let's face it, I'm just one dude. I'm one particularly dumb dude, and I'm not going to be making any AAA games, you know what I mean? So I think I covered the really big questions I had generally seen, but let me also answer what will happen in the future. So I briefly touched on it before, that there's some topics I want to talk about, and most likely the next video I'll put out, don't know when this will be, hopefully within the next couple days, because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I have the next 4 off. Those 3 days I work, though, are 12-hour shifts, so I have, like, no life during those times. But I do have 4 days to accomplish something. So that's kind of the near future plan when Hytale comes out, I will probably also go ham on that. Like, I'm still very excited for the game. And again, doesn't mean I'm going to turn to like a Hytale channel necessarily. Unless it pops off, then I will absolutely do that. But those are the current concrete plans. As for other like games, for example, I don't know. So hopefully that answered some of the questions. Again, if you have any, feel free to leave them in the comments, because in the next video, after I talk about the YouTube thing, depending on how long that goes on, I can just at the end mention some things, or make a whole separate video of Z-Talks again if there's enough comments. So yeah, felt good to make a video. It was really cool seeing all you talk in the comments and Twitter and all that. And it feels nice knowing that my coworker, every time he touches his butthole, he'll think of me. It makes me so happy. So with that said, have a fantabulous day, and I will see you in the next video.